we're going to do, I think, either the last or second to last Sherlock Holmes chapter today. Uh, Let me just get it up on screen. Yeah, I do really want to finish this game because I do really enjoy it. And it's best that I try to finish it soon while I still remember the plot. So, let's see, last time we drew battle plans apparently. I'm heading to the Golden Lion, disguised as a homeless man.
No one in the street. Even better. Watson thought my disguise was successful, but I'll have to ensure it works on a tougher audience before I enter the Golden Lion.
Alright, I'm gonna pick a fight with a police constable. Brawl in the
Sergeant
street.
Ruffles. He'll be an excellent subject.
Hello, me old China.
Hey, over here you. When someone with a face like yours says hello to an officer, there's something happening, isn't there?
Ain't now going on, copper.
I
That's
don't
rude.
recognise you. You aren't from hereabouts, are you? You from Bloomsbury by chance?
I ain't.
I think you are. I'd even say that you had a hand in the robbery at Sir Herman Grimble's house last night. We've been informed that the leader of the gang had taken refuge in the area, and now you're passing by to recover your share of the take, right?
Tain't so, copper. Last night wasn't me aunt feeling a little dicky. I had to fetch 20 pounds of coal in the wee hours of the night, all on account of her feet being cold. And the coalman didn't have a bag.
Enough already. You'll have to watch over your shoulder because I've got my eye on you.
My aunt felt
Succeeded
a little
with
dicky.
flying colours.
Okay, well, bye, Constable Ruffles. Yeah, this is the building.
This is interesting, but absolutely useless for the moment.
Okay.
Hello, Gov. Have you seen a bloke from the paper? Piers, his name is.
Scram, you drunkard!
Oh, rude. Okay, how about you?
Hello, Gov. Have you seen a bloke from the paper? Piers, his name is.
Hey, big fella. One of your friends?
Hey, you know, he told me if I had the skinny, he'd be sure to line my pocket. It just so happens I've got something he'd kill to know.
Tell me about it. A gent, your pal? I think he's dossed up with some chap at the Mrs. Fleming's on Malcolm Street. A door with flowers on both sides. He must have a room on the first floor. Hey, when he greases your hand, come pay me a visit. We'll have a few pints and after that...
Ta, lassie, I'll think about it.
Where the hell am I supposed to be from? Scotland? So, keys at the flower shop? A building with flowers on both sides. It was a bit incomprehensible. Malcolm Street. So I'm on the wrong street. It's Baker Street, that's where I live. And let's see. Is it in this direction? I feel like I'm going in the wrong direction now. It's not down there. This is Malcolm Street. So, oh, it's this door. Right? Flowers on each side. Food all day. Good selection of wines. Let's see. I think he's dossed down with some chap at the Mrs. Fleming's on Malcolm Street. A door with flowers on both sides. Ah,
I
here
have
it is.
no reason to go there.
No, this is Barnes. If he's on the first floor... Should be street level, right? Can I knock? Maybe I need more info.
This ain't lost and found. Have a drink or get lost. Got it? Shh, shh. I'm a secret wall with ears. Shh.
Okay. Nope. So, am I at the wrong door? Is it this door? This door. Could have been a bit more specific, ma'am.
There's a chance that Lupin and his accomplices are still there. I will need to know with absolute certitude behind which door their hideout is, in order to steer the events to my advantage.
Okay.
There's a chance that Lupin and his
Okay. Well, this is a hole. Oh, there we go.
The footprints are indistinct, but they don't seem to be those of work boots.
Are they a size 9?
These footprints are size 9.
Oops.
Who are you?
Hey, don't be daft. I'm just here visiting a bloke I know. Hack writer. Know him, don't you?
I don't know nothing. You've got a real trap on you. I'd say you're a real think.
I ain't no think me. Did he tell you where he was going? See, it's just that he promised me loot, he did.
Hear this. I's laying low here tonight. Did a big number already, you hear? The barkeeper over the Lion told me this joint was emptied an hour ago and paid up for the next 3 days. And here I am, but I ain't never laid eyes on you, chap.
Could be that he left a little something for me in his snug. I'll just take a peek, will I?
Fat chance, but if you want to earn a few cents, go tell Eddie, the barkeeper over the Lion, there's twice as much as I'd thought. Tell him that little Sam is no longer in the race, and he should talk to that chump from Chelsea. So buzz off and hold your tongue, or I'll have it taken out by heck.
I recognized him. It's Rumpkin, a famous burglar. I need to find a way to get him out in order to search the room without alerting the police. Their intervention would cause a commotion and any clues will be destroyed. I must think.
Well. Can I open the other doors? No. No. Well, he wanted you to go to the barkeep, but I don't see why not. Excuse me.
You, Eddie?
To you, that's Mister.
No, well,
I just been to see the Mrs. Fleming's tenant. Know him? Rumpkin?
Shh, keep it down.
What's the deal? Ain't no coppers round here.
Oh, there's plenty. Big Bruiser, my guard, is part of Luigi's gang, and they're after Rumpkin's hide. If they found out that I've been harbouring and dealing with him, my goose is cooked. And yours too.
oh my. Well, who Luigi?
Huh? Maybe I'll just let Luigi know where to find Rumpkin. He might cough up a few bob for that tidbit. How's that sound?
Listen, you dirty rat. Luigi and Rumpkin had let's say, a difference of opinion. A little matter of honour. And now Rumpkin ain't welcome round here. So Rumpkin comes to me on the sly. He just scored big, he says. He's going to cut me a share of the all if I bail him out. It's a risk, mind. Now, if you can hold your tongue, you'll get your share too.
Deal.
Cool. And,
Rumpkin ain't ready to leave his hideout, eh?
Not likely. The very idea of finding himself face to face with a striped scarf has him quaking in his boots.
why?
Striped scarf, eh? What's the score with that then?
The identifying sign for Luigi's gang. All those blokes have a striped scarf. They got weird designs on them too. That and their long knives is their trademark. Helps us to see them coming and stay out of the way. Good to avoid the hassle. So, what was it that Rumpkin wanted to tell me?
Said it's more than 10 times what you thought. Supposed to bring little Sam, the chump from Chelsea, eh? And as many other men you lord over. Bring 'em all at midnight.
Really? That's top hole, that. I'm on it.
Pay me. I'm broke.
This may prove to be useful. This may prove to be useful.
I'm taking your scarf.
Phew, his scarf is soaked in wine. If I take it, I risk waking him. I must make sure this drunkard doesn't notice. This cloth, the size of a scarf, may come in handy.
Okay, so I'll dunk this in wine.
What most closely resembles a cloth soaked in wine? Another cloth soaked in wine. Perfect, he didn't notice anything.
Cool. Off to terrify a criminal. Also, Miss Fleming really should take care of her property better. This is a pigsty. Like, fix your walls, and I bet there's some mold in the ceiling. And honestly, if you just like scrub your floors a bit, they could look nice.
No, I must figure out a way for him to leave. No, I must figure out a way for him to leave.
Okay. So, what do I do with the scarf for the... Do I talk to the police now then, maybe?
You again? You better scram, or I'll cart you off.
Rude. You know, it's not illegal to walk or even talk to police officers. Where's the door? There's the door.
Already found your pal, darling?
No, not yet. How about...
Scram, you drunkard!
I'm not drunk. Maybe I should talk to Watson.
I have no reason to go there.
Okay, no, not going to Watson. Maybe I need to combine these things. Yeah, there we go. Right, are you ready to quake in your boots?
It's me. I've seen our Eddie.
You have 5 seconds to put that thing down. If I'm telling you that, it's because there's a way for you and me both to get along without getting hurt and without Luigi finding out. 1, 2.
Okay, spill the beans.
Good. Grab a bag and scarper as fast as you can. I keep the rest, and you'll want to pass by Baker Street because the rest of the crew is waiting on the other side.
Fine, but we'll meet again. You can count on it.
In exactly 13 seconds, he'll come across Sergeant Rufus. Right, what can I find here?
I suddenly remembered that I'd ordered pizza, which suddenly appeared. Okay. Please don't tell me I have actual 13 seconds, because that's going to be... X215 mate.
Well, Rumpkin must have lost this paper in leaving. Certain scraps of wood seem to have been painted with silver paint. It's a strong wood, no dust on it. It's definitely the loot from the recent burglary of Herman Grimble's. I haven't seen him since the adventure of the silver earring. He'd be pleased to see me again, especially if I return his stolen property. Let's head to Baker Street.
Oh, I thought the silver earring hadn't happened yet. Oops. It's on my to-play list. At some point. Watson, are you alive?
At last, Holmes. I was imagining the worst had happened to you.
It was nothing, Watson. Even though I didn't manage to catch the swordfish, I do happen to have a few sea bream in my bag.
I sent off the letters that you wanted me to pen. I'm in a right state. Do you really believe that this rascal would dare attack?
I do believe, Watson. We'll discuss this later. I have a small task to do which requires my absolute concentration. I'll have to ask you to leave and go to Scotland Yard in order to inform the authorities that the plunder from the robbery at Sir Grimble's residence can be found in one of the rooms rented by Mrs. Fleming. Second door on the left, to be exact. They already have the perpetrator, but if the inspectors would be so good as to wait until midnight, they will find in that very location the top fences in London. Hand in the cookie jar, or jars, I should say.
If you say so, Holmes.
Thank you, Watson. As for myself, I need to study the clues that I recently found.
What secrets are these bits of silver wood hiding?
Experiment time.
What secrets are these bits of silver wood hiding?
Oh, good God. That looks like a hell of a puzzle. Okay. Oh, that one is in place. Can I rotate them? No. Okay. So this one maybe. I'm fairly sure I'm not supposed to be making cubes. But, who knows? Ta-da. I genuinely have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing with these. Build, I guess. Something comprehensible. I'm fairly sure I'm doing this wrong. Yeah. Yeah, no. It's possible to
What
reset.
secrets are these bits of silver wood hiding?
Oh no, it doesn't reset. That's good. am I supposed to make? What are we supposed to build here? I feel like I might need to make squares, but maybe not these kind of squares. Right, so these maybe. These only fit here at the bottom, and this only fits at the bottom. Do I have a long one here? Yeah, I think I'm supposed to make squares, but not like this, I guess. Do you use small or short here? Small or short? Small or long? Well, that one's long, so I guess all of them have to be long. And then short maybe, and then this has to be here. And then like so, but that doesn't match, so maybe this one is too long. Maybe this one shouldn't be there. But at the same time, that makes no sense, because what about these? No, not you, but okay, so this one's too long, so it's probably gonna be here. Like so, and then like so maybe. And then there's this, and I have no idea what to do with this. Am I supposed to build an even higher? This looks weird. I don't know, maybe, yeah. But, oh. Like, yeah, that kinda works. And then what? I just put the sticks in here. This can't be right. I'm not supposed to make a fucking square or rectangle with sticks on top. I am supposed to.
With the wood painted this colour, it almost looks like a steel cage. It doesn't mean much to me.
I'm back from the station where I completed the charge you had entrusted me with. On my return, a messenger gave me this letter, which asks us to meet with the Prime Minister at Buckingham Palace tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning. It's far enough away, but not too late. Either way, it will give us some time for me to ponder and for you to rest. You seem sad, Watson, and we need to inspire confidence tomorrow. Our audience will be one of the hardest.
Mr. Holmes, the Prime Minister is in the White Room on your right, at the end of the hall. His orders were that you should be shown in immediately.
Oh. Oh, Jesus, my mouse. That's some lovely hats, fellas. Oh,
Mr. Holmes, the Prime Minister is in the White Room on your right, at the end of the hall. His orders were that you should be shown in immediately.
that voice does not fit, like, Well, maybe it does. From the little I see of his face, he does look relatively young. To the left, was it?
Closed.
No, was it to the right, maybe? I just didn't pay attention. Where's the key?
Ah, what good fortune! Here are Mr. Holmes and Dr. Watson. Enter, gentlemen.
If the Prime Minister will permit, will the gentleman be joining you for breakfast?
No, thank you. We have already eaten, and we are pressed for time.
Upon reading your letter, gentlemen, I understood that the request for an audience with Her Majesty had something to do with the burglar on the loose in London. I reacted immediately, even though I am unaware what the target of the next theft is. I also did all within my power to optimize the security surrounding Her Majesty. That is to say, absolutely nothing.
What?
Indeed, my power is non-existent once the threshold of these walls is crossed, and I've run up against an insurmountable obstacle regarding how to set up the security system surrounding Her Majesty. Her Majesty herself.
Have you at least explained to her?
She didn't even deign to receive me. Her Majesty is in a miserable mood for some reason or another, and is refusing an audience to anyone. Despite everything, I'm staying here, if it proves that she changes her mind and rules the affairs of the country from this room. All of my councillors are at the four corners of London to represent me. I even have one in the Chamber of Lords, to see if Parliament can oblige Her Majesty to receive me.
This could take days, and we don't have days.
Jeez,
It's the best that I can do. So, Holmes, what can this Frenchman be after?
I'm not certain, but I believe that it has to do with Her Majesty herself. He will likely approach her, perhaps even be within earshot.
That is out of the question. We cannot take that risk.
Of course, we must prevent him. Tell me, what is the odour emanating from the stain at the bottom of your trousers?
Oh, that. It's Robillard, Her Majesty's companion's
He
dog.
peed on her.
The Amanda is adorable, but her dog is devilish. I arrived early this morning and dozed off on the divan. This abject creature woke me up in his own way. Watch out for this little demon. He has access to the whole palace and hates everyone. I've sent for another pair of trousers, but I have the impression that they'll never arrive.
Is there anything that we can do, Prime Minister?
You most certainly can. Find me some trousers without further delay and convey the letters. The addresses where they were dropped off are marked on the envelopes. A coach can be found in front of the palace. It's at your disposition.
Very well.
My dear Watson, you've become a public official of the nation. I won't join you despite the prestige, as there may yet be a way to dispel Her Majesty's bad mood, and gaining some precious time in doing so.
Good luck, Holmes. I will return to my work and await the blessed moment. Tell me, Watson, what are you waiting for? A royal escort?
That would be nice, yeah. Am I Sherlock or am I Watson? I'm Sherlock, okay. Is there anything else?
Later, Holmes. I have work to do.
Pardon me, Prime Minister. Could I trouble you to borrow your glasses?
Beg pardon? My glasses? Are you nearsighted also? Now I understand the magnifying glass. Take them. I'll take a break. But don't break them, understood?
I understand. I'm nearsighted too. If someone breaks my glasses, I'll cry. They are very expensive. Bye. Alright. Alright, so I'm not allowed to leave. It's open now.
Excuse me.
Chauncey, sir, at your service.
Hi, Chauncey.
Here, I understand that Her Majesty is cantankerous today. Would you happen to know why?
I'm sorry, but I am not authorized to comment on Her Majesty's moods. In fact, no one is.
Oh well. The French peril.
Be advised, it isn't idle curiosity that compels me to ask this question. The reason that I, Sherlock Holmes, the great English detective, is here as well as the Prime Minister is because Her Majesty is in grave danger. The danger is imminent, instigated by a man of Machiavellian twisted tendencies who is deprived of all sense of morals and scruples. Furthermore, he is French.
French?
no.
Indeed, and all men who will have worked to protect Her Majesty in the face of this peril from across the Channel shall be seen as true patriots, a soldier in the image of the valorous English warriors who, weapons in hand, struck down Napoleon. Go, my friend, join our forces and march alongside. Now speak.
The facts are that Her Majesty quarrelled with her companion and confidant, Lady Leomunda. The dispute concerned a gift that Her Majesty gave to Leomunda.
Oh, they had a girl fight.
What was the gift that Her Majesty gave to her companion?
A doll's house. Lady Leomunda's personal chef and servant girl were terminated immediately, but the affair wasn't settled for Her Majesty, and the two have not yet reconciled. I don't know anything further.
Well, is the servant girl terminated because Leomunda didn't like the gift? What?
Perhaps I could speak to Lady Leomunda?
She, too, is refusing to receive visitors.
What? Are they sitting in separate rooms, arm crossed, going all huffy at each other? Jesus Christ.
Thank you, my friend.
Lord Robillard categorically refused the breakfast that I brought. That has put him in a rotten mood also, and Lady Leomunda is in a state.
This is the worst that could happen.
Everyone
I've
is
just
pissed.
thrown the remainder of his meal into the refuse. Impossible to remake it. Deirdre, go to the butcher's and get something raw. Demons seem to love blood.
Now, tell me, what is so special about Lord Robillard's food?
Indeed, I don't know. But he doesn't accept anything but. I would pay dearly to know the recipe. I believe that it contains chocolate.
He's a dog. It'll kill him.
Thank you, my friend.
If you will permit me to withdraw, sir.
I must prepare Lord Robillard's, that is, Lady Leomunda's dog's meal.
Is he wrapping each bone in ribbon?
Jamaican bananas. I must know which ingredients to use.
Alright, well. Oh, okay. I need the ingredients first. So, it involves chocolate because these people want to kill their dog.
This may prove to be useful.
I have no idea what that was.
Marinated anchovies. I must know which ingredients to use.
A grinder, and open.
Mustard prepared with vinegar. I must know which ingredients to use.
Okay, and what is
Woodland
this?
strawberry jam from Sapporo. I must know which ingredients to use.
And what's... oh, okay. Uninteresting. What did I pick up? Pickle top. So pickles. Why am I using these when I have this? That's a pumpkin.
To the side, a strange mix can be found that was recently put there. I recognize the color of certain foods. To figure out the composition of this mixture, I will need a powerful magnification.
Oh, okay.
To the side, a strange mix can be found that was recently put there. I recognize the color of certain foods. To figure out the composition of this mixture, I will need a powerful magnification.
Okay, so do I combine them? Ah.
There is something here. Phew, what a foul odor.
Okay.
There is something here. Phew, what a foul odor. Sausages.
Okay, so we know that it contains sausages.
Sausages.
And
Empty.
that's empty. And
Jamaican bananas.
bananas. Did it contain anything here? I need to grab. I can't open the cabinet again, so... Alright, I'll go hunt for...
Swiss chocolate from Romandy. Ah, this must surely be the recipe for the dog's food. In a pitiful state, the cook must consult it often.
Milord's meal. Prepare a thin sauce with the aid of special scale with equal proportions based on 3.5 ounces of rations. A tenth of woodland strawberry jam from Japan, 40% of anchovy extract marinated in honey, half a mild mustard diluted with cooked wine vinegar. Add in reasonable quantities of the usual components. The usual components being chocolate and
Closed.
bananas, apparently. That's disgusting. Right, so let's go pick up
Mustard prepared with vinegar.
and strawberry.
Woodland strawberry jam from Sapporo. Marinated anchovies.
Okay. It already feels disgusting. And it said tenth of woodland strawberry jam, 40% anchovy extracts, a half a mild mustard diluted. Okay, so the mustard is simple enough. If that's 10, then one of those, and then oh, maybe not. Oh, I took one too many. I have a feeling they're supposed to be balanced. There you go. Yes? No? Right, yeah, that's 8 of each. Well, if there's 4 of those, there has to be 8 of those. No, wait. How many anchovies? Tenth of woodland strawberry jam, 40% of anchovies, half of mild mustard. If only I knew math. So is it 10 of this maybe? Yeah, if I remove this. Okay, that's so 6 or 3 and 4 and 8. And then I gotta figure out what's 10th of that. Maybe. Hang on. 1. So 3 strawberries is 2 anchovies. So that's a lot of strawberries. And anchovies. That's like 16 anchovies. And like 6 strawberries. Versus 15 of the mustard. Now what? Oh, maybe I need to...
Elementary.
That was not elementary, that was math. That was hard. Alright, and then we need to make the rest of this gross food, right? Yeah. Somehow. Flush it down. I don't know. What's that? I don't know. Did I put any ingredients down somewhere? Do I need to find a plate? Grab the bones. I don't know. Do I need to cook it? Well, I still have the tongs, do I? Well, maybe I just need to... Oh, there we go. Dog food. Then do I just go give this to the dog? I'm gonna kill this dog. Where is it though? Oh, that is a pink room. And that sounds like an angry dog. That is an angry dog.
But you aren't Deirdre.
Your powers of observation are stunning, my lady. Indeed, I am not Deirdre. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I am...
The new cook?
Not quite. Firstly, where can I place this meal?
Put me lord's breakfast at the foot of his bed. But, oh, I can't let an unknown person into my chamber. Good God, what will happen to me?
Nothing serious, my lady. In fact, I'm here to help you.
How do you know that I am in need of help? Help from a tall, distinguished man with a very long nose.
My lady,
Sir?
my flair for detection has nothing to do with the size of my nose. As for the help that I intend to provide, it solely concerns the dispute between yourself and Her Majesty.
Oh, don't talk of that. She will no longer speak to me. It's not even my fault. Oh, no.
This is the second time someone's hit on me this investigation.
Why does Her Majesty reproach you?
3 days ago, she gave me the lovely dollhouse that you see there. It was made specifically for me by the royal cabinet maker. It's magnificent, isn't it?
Indeed,
Very.
the little candles in the chandeliers emphasize the lovely colouring of the dolls.
Yesterday, she came to see me in my chamber and noticed that 4 of the dolls were missing from the house. I wasn't even aware, but Deirdre, who had wrapped it, confirmed the fact. These dolls are precious, and Her Majesty, was angry and told me that I didn't take care of the gifts that she gave me. I questioned my staff, my maid and my cook to no avail. I had them fired and thought that would suffice for Her Majesty, but no.
I'm sorry. You fired him for no reason.
What the dolls look like?
I don't even know. All I know is that there are 4 less boys boys than girls in the dollhouse.
Please calm yourself, my lady. I will see what I can do.
Oh,
we're looking for
many
boys.
thanks, sir. Thank you. If you find them, you will be handsomely rewarded. I will prove my gratitude, even if it means...
Save your gratitude for when I have solved the case.
No need to take your clothes off, ma'am. Miss. Wait. That's a lot of pictures of your dog. I mean, I can't say anything because I have about 1,000 pictures of my cats on my phone, but...
Water.
Well observed. Let's have a look at this doll last one. There's four ladies, 5 ladies, and one boy, one man. Is the dog following me? It is! I'm leaving now. You can stay in there.
Closed. It would be considered an act of treason to enter without having been invited, undoubtedly subject to banishment to the Australian colonies, or worse.
Your sword is broken. It's okay. Happens to the best of us. Alright, so I'm gonna be doll hunting. How did you get out? And, well, I guess I have a friend now. I do love pugs. Excuse me.
We're on duty, sir. We don't have the right to speak.
Fair enough. The wall's broken. Did the dog do that? Is there... I feel like I need to empty the water in that bucket thing. Oh, you're here.
How can I be of service, sir?
Tell me, Deirdre, you were in charge of wrapping the dollhouse that Her Majesty presented to Lady Leomunda. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you swore to Her Majesty that certain dolls were missing. Do you remember which they were?
Not exactly, sir. But I must say that when I recounted the dolls and noticed some were missing, I found that there were much less with ginger hair than before.
Okay, so we're looking for boys with ginger hair. Thank you. That's helpful, I guess.
Thank you, Deirdre. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Can you open this door?
Closed.
I really want to see what's in there. Also, apparently the dog is not allowed in the kitchen. Sensible. I love the walking animation. That's so stupid. I bet you one's gonna be in one of these fireplaces. This is pushed out from the wall. He has no sword. One of them had a spear. Smells like puzzle. Into the pink hell we wander again. Nice picture of you. Could you put on something that is a bit more not pink? Okay, but I kinda already knew they were ginger. Your dog, by the way, is following me all over the place. Maybe I should go hand back those glasses. Yeah. Have you seen the dollhouse?
Thank you for the new pants, Chauncey. Holmes, my glasses, if you would. Are you finished with them, and were they of any use?
Here they are, sir. Indeed, I needed them to prepare a rather horrid mixture which is adored by the most temperamental lodger in the palace.
If the Prime Minister will permit, I would like to thank Mr. Holmes for saving us from Lord Robilar's wrath. If Mr. Holmes would happen to remember the ingredients for the mixture...
Truly, Holmes, I owe you my thanks. I had more than enough of listening to the howls of that However, I knew him as a pup. He was very gentle, nothing like the tyrant that he has become.
All this happens when you get spoiled for several years.
What provoked this change of temperament?
I haven't the least idea. Chauncey?
It seems to me that the fluctuations in my lord's mood began 3 years ago, after a visit of my lady's nephew, the young Lord Gwenders of Crudel.
Ah, yes, that angelic little redhead.
Ah, so he ate the dolls.
What happened at the time?
My lady was so happy to see her nephew that she ignored my lord during the week that Lord Gwenders was here. My lord roamed alone from room to room, he who was so used to having my lady's complete attention. At the day came when...
I remember. The yappy little thing was completely out of hand, or rather out of paw, trying to separate Lady Leomunda from her dear nephew, without success.
Called it. It was he's been too spoiled.
Excuse me, sir. I have a question for Mr. Chauncey. Tell me, my friend, did you notice Lord Robilar engaging in any strange behaviour in the past 3 days?
Other than the Prime Minister's pants, nothing more than usual, sir. But I don't notice everything.
Did he eat some dolls? Is what I'm wondering.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Some ginger dolls. And then poo them out, perhaps. Where are you? There. We might have to inspect you for poop.
Yes, I am listening. I'm all yours.
You're quite horny, aren't you?
My lady, I must press you further. Have you noticed any strange behaviour from Lord Robilar these last few days?
Why do you ask such a question? Oh, I see. You think that my little lord picked up the scent of the robber and wanted to warn me. I was so blind. Oh, my sweet lovey Duffy.
Indeed, that is one possibility.
Well, I seem to remember Lord rummaging in the garment chest that you see over there in the corner. He isn't supposed to go near it, as it contains ceremonial garments that I never wear, and it is very dusty. In addition, only my personal maid is capable of opening it, and that's in order to air it out from time to time, but I dismissed her.
Why is it complicated to open?
I decorated it myself, but it dates from Henry VIII, you know. He of the cupbearers, the maniac for security, blah, blah, blah. If you try to open it, don't ruin it, please.
I promise, my lady.
Do my best. Bye-bye.
Thank you. I must leave you, my lady.
My door and everything else will be open to you.
I do believe I'm like asexual, but thanks.
One must insert a star here to unlock the opening mechanism.
Alright, well. Guess I'll go hunt for the star. Can you take your dog, by the way? I'm a little worried. He seems starved for attention. He is very cute. Bark. I have to talk to Deidre again. Yeah.
Sir?
My apologies for interrupting you in the midst of your duties. Would you have witnessed Lord Robilar engaging in any strange behaviour within the past 3 days?
Oh, my lord is a bit waggish and makes strange around people he isn't familiar with.
You must know him well. Has he added a new trick to his repertoire?
Why, yes. Now that I think of it, my lord usually has a right fear of chimneys because of the fire. However, yesterday morning I found him with his paws and his snout full of ashes. The fire in the white drawing room was almost out. I cleaned him as quickly as possible, despite his protestations.
Well, Deirdre, I like you.
My apologies for interrupting.
Oops.
Oh,
You must know.
why,
Sorry. I meant to
Thank you,
hit goodbye.
Deirdre. Goodbye.
So, I did rummage in the ashes. Naughty thing. These ones? No. These ones then. No. Drawing room. Was probably in here. This is definitely a white room at least.
A pile of ashes to the side. I can see what seems to be a miniature hand coming out. It will take hours for the fire to extinguish, and pouring water over it will fill the whole palace with smoke. I must find a tool to get the doll out of there.
I got the cooking
Best to
tools.
keep my discovery a secret for the moment. If the dog got his paws back on this doll, who knows what it would do.
Okay. Do I dunk it in water or something? Clean it?
Water.
Nope. This is a very tiny bathtub. How do you fit in this? Can I put him back in? No. Okay. So I'm still looking for a star. For the floating press thing. I feel like there's probably a puzzle around these guys. If I run away, do you still... Oh yeah. Do I do anything with the fact that it's broken over here? Is that not important?
Excuse me, gentlemen. I'm aware that you're on duty, but I am on a special assignment in the service of Lady Leamunda. She entrusted me with a specific investigation, and I must question you both. Please note, in the case of a successful outcome, she has promised her gratitude to all those who have helped. She specifically mentioned that her gratitude would extend to...
At your service, sir. At your service, sir.
Oh, they are used to her, like, exchanging sexual favors then. Okay.
Thank you, gentlemen. I do believe that Lady Leamunda's companion, the pint-sized Lord Robillard, has access to all of the rooms and halls of the palace. Now, would you have seen him acting erratically these last few days? Say, in the past 3 days?
Yesterday, my lord piddled in my boots.
No, I was referring to events clearly out of the ordinary.
The day before yesterday, while we were on duty, my lord was rummaging about behind this suit of armour. When I bent over to see what he'd found, my bearskin fell, and my lord attacked it, and near tore it to pieces.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, gentlemen.
This hole is dark and seems quite deep. I must find a way to see what's inside.
Alright, so I need to find some light. I suppose I can't just grab a chandelier, or a candle from a chandelier. Can I use this? No.
Closed.
Sir?
Could you please clean this doll?
Certainly, sir.
Thank you.
At your service, sir.
Oh, thank you. I have a bucket. Can I empty the water in the pink room now? It just seems like a thing to do. Why else would I have a bucket? Can I use a candlestick?
This may prove to be useful.
Okay, I got that.
This hole is dark and seems quite deep. I must find a way to see what's inside.
I have a spear. Here he comes. Have you seen a candle? I suppose not. Or light of some kind that I'm allowed to use. I mean here.
So, Holmes, any progress?
Sort of. And have you got like a box of matches or...
So, Holmes, any progress?
I brought the demon dog. Hope you don't mind. Isn't that Queen Elizabeth I? I don't know. I think so.
Water.
Yeah, well done. Oh, Deirdre's left.
Closed.
She get tired of me stopping her all the time.
Closed.
So, what can I use to... Can I, like, tie him to my spear and then push him in there?
Yes, I am listening. I'm all yours.
No. This fan. Fairly sure I'm not supposed to. Okay.
No, one will suffice.
Oh, I got a tiny candle. I was gonna put the doll back, but I'll take the candle.
I need something. This hole is dark and seems quite deep. I must find a way to see what's inside.
Well, I have the spear. There you go. I found the doll.
I think I can make out the reflection of a porcelain face. This spear could be useful, but in order to recover the doll without damage, I would have to bend the end to form a hook.
Okay. How bend? Can I? No. There must be some sort of way to do that. Shouldn't be too hard, right? Or do I have to, like, heat the metal first and then...
Excuse me, would there be a clamp hereabouts?
Hold on. It just so happens that my cousin, one of the royal plumbers, came here yesterday to take care of Lady Leamunda's pipes, and he forgot one.
Lady Leamunda's pipes?
I meant to say the plumbing of the bathtub in Lady Leamunda's room, sir.
Well, she has proven that she's quite quick to ask for some plumbing, yeah.
What's wrong with the bathtub?
It no longer drains, sir. Normally the water drains in no time once the stopper is removed. In fact, with the force of the water, there are occasionally a few pink bubbles or even some hair that rise into the kitchen sink.
That's kind of gross.
Do you know when your cousin will return?
He said it will take 2 days in order to insert a custom-built auger to unclog the pipe, sir.
My lady's maid told him that she saw my lord coming out of the empty bathtub. He would only have left 1 or 2 long hairs, if any.
Unless it was something else.
Okay, so there is
Thank you,
a doll
Chauncey.
in the
My
bathtub.
pleasure, sir.
Did I? Ah, okay, cool. I got the clip. There you go.
Here's what I've been looking for. Perfect. Now on to the next step.
I got 2. No, I was hoping to keep them sorted. Yes, I'll be draining a bathtub.
There is something here.
Gotta go empty the water bucket, I guess.
There. All of Lady Leomunda's bathwater is still in this barrel. It is far too heavy. I cannot lift it.
Why would you need the bath water?
There is something here.
Alright, then how do I get it out?
Yes,
Wait, shut up. I need something to grab it with, I suppose.
Closed.
Pair of scissors? No, I can't use them. Can't use the rope to like sort of, or the ribbon to sort of make a hook, pull it out.
Closed.
Maybe I can use the small sword. No. You're quite a fiend, you know that? I just know one of them's gonna be like under here.
Listen, can you help me shift a barrel?
At your service, sir.
Why? Oh, for the force to, thank you, push the doll up, I guess. Yeah, there you go. That's nasty. So I got 3.
I'll await Her Majesty's orders.
So, Holmes, any progress?
Kinda.
Yes, sir. Is Lady Leomunda satisfied, sir?
I don't think anything will satisfy her. Sorry, dudes, lads, mates, friends. Fairly sure one's gonna be under here or something, but
yes,
yeah, I know. Well, I still haven't found that star. I feel like I've been all over the place now. Where's the star to your chest? Is it around his neck or something?
Closed.
Might need some help here. I've found the second doll. begins with Lady Leomund. Okay, well, I'll go looking again for the star, if it's still in this room. Guess we'll just be thorough. And inspect out.
This piece is actually a puzzle, and all the pieces detach easily.
Oh dear.
One must insert a star here to unlock the opening mechanism.
Oh, good. Do I just... Doesn't look right. But I can't choose where they go, right? They... Uh... Oh no, wait. That's probably the correct ones. If I can remember which one I was. And that one. So... Let's start with the tips, I guess. That's probably the correct one as well. Not that one. And then... find all the correct pieces. Oh no, that one I'm fairly sure is right. That one isn't. That one definitely isn't. That one is. No. Yeah. No. That one, I think. Yeah. And then... there. And then I just have to... make the square. Which I suppose is easier said than done, especially when I misclick. Fuck. Wrong one. There we go. So why is it keeping all the extra pieces? just to make everything extra hard for herself. And then it is that one. Aha.
Elementary.
How did her dog get in here? I got all 4.
Why, these are my dolls.
Indeed, my lady, here they are. 2 are somewhat damp, but they are all completely intact. In the future, for their own safety, put them up high or lock them up. You should also consider rehiring your servants, as they weren't to blame for the dolls.
Thank you, sir. You are a savior. How can I ever repay you?
There is a way. You can use your influence with Her Majesty to ensure an audience for myself as soon as possible. Here's my card.
Certainly, sir. I will go straight away to beg her pardon, and I propose that you return this evening. That will give me enough time to improve her mood and deign to receive you.
Many thanks, my lady.
Cheers. Later.
Surely you aren't telling me that you had to rummage through a waste bin in order to find the leftovers from an infernal...
My lord, my dear Watson, within these walls you must say my lord.
I wonder if you aren't mocking me, Holmes. I find it hard to believe that Her Majesty enjoys living in an environment so queer.
What do you know of our monarch, Watson? What do we really know?
Mr. Holmes, the Prime Minister is in the White Room on your right, at the end of the hall. His orders were that you should be shown in immediately.
Very well. Off we go. Oops.
Good evening, gentlemen. Well done yet again, Holmes. The reconciliation between Her Majesty and Lady Leamunda has had a wonderful effect, and we shall be received momentarily.
Is Her Majesty safe?
She is in her chamber, and the palace as well as the gardens are crawling with guards. Did you notice all of the checkpoints on the way here? An army couldn't get to her.
Well, we're not dealing with an army.
You'll have to excuse me for a moment.
Do I just walk in?
It would be considered an act of treason.
Okay.
Closed. Closed. Closed.
Okay, so...
Her Majesty and yourself are finally reconciled?
Ah, yes. And all thanks to you. I explained to her that you desired an audience and she has granted your request. She will receive you and the Prime Minister, but she will not tarry by calling for Chauncey to fetch you.
Well then. Bye-bye.
Farewell, my lady.
I am at your disposal, Mr. Holmes.
That will be unnecessary.
I'll await Her Majesty's orders.
So, Holmes, what are we doing?
Very good question. Do I now go? Or is it still treason?
It would be considered an
Oh, it's
act
still
of treason to enter...
Huh.
The rug was wet in a number of spots. I don't recall having wet it while emptying the bath.
It stops here, I think. And...
I have no reason to go there.
We're on duty, sir. We don't have the right to speak.
Who soiled the floor?
The rug was wet in a number of spots. I don't recall having wet it while emptying the bath. The rug was wet in a number of spots.
Do you see any more wet spots? Or does it just spontaneously stop here? It seems to just stop. Maybe I can ask them about it. Why is the floor wet? As my lord peed.
Has something come up, Holmes?
Yes, I am listening.
Shush.
Can you assist me, my good man?
Does his lordship wish to inspect another refuse bin?
Yes. Almost.
Why is the carpet in the hall wet?
On account of a gift that Her Majesty received from Lady Leomunda, it was soaked and water was dripping from it for the duration of its carriage.
What did it consist of?
I haven't the least idea. The object was wrapped.
Okay, I'll ask them.
Thank you, Chauncey.
She's right next to us. Why can't we just ask? Why can't she just be included in the
Forgive me, my
conversation?
lady, but I just learned that you offered a gift to Her Majesty.
Yes, I wanted to present Her Majesty with a gift to thank her for the dollhouse. But what a tragedy. It mustn't work any longer. Those nitwit workers dropped it in the moat and had the dickens of a time getting it out. They were so endearing that I couldn't be angry. And it's true that it's quite heavy.
What did you give her?
If you would tell me, my lady, what is the nature of the gift that you presented to Her Majesty?
Well, it's a very rare piece, but I have to admit I don't know much about it. I enjoy frequenting the shops, and a very lovely antiquarian approached me and drew my attention to this masterpiece, as he called it. Oh, he knew what he was talking about, and his manners were so...
But the masterpiece, what was it exactly, my lady?
Well, as Her Majesty's watch was broken, I wanted to give her something to tell the time. Thus, I bought her this clock which she gladly took to her chamber. You know, a French grandfather clock. Pomtoise, or was it Comtoise? The antique dealer said it was made by one of the originators of the genre, the Paillet brothers.
Wait, my lady, that name suggests something to me. Could it be...
Paillet brothers. Is that RC Lupin again, is it?
No, that doesn't mean anything to me, Mr. Holmes.
Oh, well, Comtois. Oh, sorry. Meant to hit documents. Mayet.
Mayet?
Yes, that's it. How did you know?
Watson, Prime Minister, quick, sound the alarm. Lupin is in the Queen's chamber.
What made me accept this infernal contraption? Tomorrow I will have it carved into kindling for the fire.
If Her Majesty will permit, I would rather avoid risking death yet again in what Her Majesty calls this infernal contraption. I was able to hold my breath long enough to avoid drowning, but that wouldn't help me against...
The hangman?
Your Majesty understands well. My fate is entirely in your hands, like so many others. My intentions are not hostile. In fact, they are quite the contrary.
They are what, then?
Many times I have found myself in a similar situation, and the words came naturally, because they flow from my spirit, which has fain been called poetic, lyric, and imaginative.
He
Words,
sounds like he's got a
nothing but
lobotomy.
words and rhetoric, often to an end above reproach. I stand before you, after having risked my life, and still risking it in what I had until now only considered a game. The words won't come to me because the game is over. The words that I should say to you won't come because they are buried deep These fragile words that are frightened of emerging, these words that come from the heart. The words that I know I owe you, Your Majesty, my Queen, my love. Believe me, Madame, if I was to steal something, it would only be a kiss.
You won't be stealing anything. I will give you a kiss willingly.
Oh damn. Things are sizzling up.
Open up, Your Majesty!
Is all well, Your Grace?
Break down the door!
Your subjects are there. And so ends my gallant game, and with them, my life. But these precious seconds are the lifetime. Show them, Arsène, how a French gentleman in love behaves.
Ridiculous.
And continue to amuse yourself.
Your Majesty, are you going to...
Hush up, you impudent plodders. Who do you think you are to speak in my presence without having been asked? Look at you, a bunch of incompetents, covered in titles and stripes. You are supposed to guarantee my safety and that of England, which amounts to the same thing. In the end, I had to defend the place myself.
But Your Majesty!
Suffice. Even the most compassionate of monarchs cannot be permitted to excuse the vermin. Chauncey, have the royal luggage prepared. We will withdraw to Windsor presently. Leomunda, you will accompany me. And you, silence this bell before I have an overwhelming urge to decapitate it.
You and I, Lupin.
Ho ho ho.
Water. Lupin was hidden in the clock. Well played.
Well, I already know where he ran off to.
Elementary. This is how Lupin vanished.
Off I go.
Here I am in the cellar of Buckingham Palace. All of these odds and ends must represent what remains of the sumptuous gifts given to the crown throughout centuries.
Exciting. Some nice carpets.
The ground here is slightly sloped. Lupin must have hooked the lock, but it closed behind him. This grill isn't in good condition. Will it yield through force?
Well, you're gonna slam through it.
Nothing special here. This organ is dilapidated, but the steel tubes are made of a resistant metal. None were damaged in the fall, and they haven't oxidized over time. Nothing special here.
Oh, look at the elephant.
The wood of this statue is intact. It must be quite heavy, but it's possible to lift it slightly. The ground here is slightly sloped.
Oh, I see what I need to do. Oopsie daisy.
You and I, Lupin.
Rhyming
It's done
speed.
now, but Lupin knows that someone is after him now.
So I'm wandering in a leisurely
He's
pace.
there.
Wasn't he going to steal like 6 treasures?
Nothing special here.
How many are we up to? 3rd?
The opening mechanism of this grill seems to be quite sophisticated. I need something. The opening mechanism of this grill seems to be quite sophisticated. I need something.
I was trying to pick them up.
These shanks are from the lock. Lupin must have thrown them down after closing this door again. This grill is closed, and there's no hope to force it open as it's in such good condition.
Well,
the opening mechanism of this grill.
X, Y, that's 12 plus 2 minus L. 2, I don't remember what L is. Is that 100? Do I make it the same? It's like 2 plus 2, and then... No. I have no idea. L... Uh... X... I can't move these right now. I'm gonna have to look this up, because I don't... I have no hints. I have no idea which number they want to get to. So, let's see here. XX22 plus V22 minus L22 CXX 123 plus IV is supposed to be the correct one. But, alright.
Open.
Math.
All of these objects are ancient. They must be from the Norman era.
Okay. It's a big dragon.
The bow of this Norman longship is very heavy and seems quite sturdy. This may prove to be useful.
Okay. Do I get both?
This may prove to be useful.
Do I combine them? Yeah. Well, if this is heavy, as a hook.
I need something.
Do I? Okay, and then...
This part is in poor condition.
Wasn't quite what I'd
I must have made a mistake. Time to think.
Well, yeah, it's not hooked or anything.
No, I can't do that.
We need to hook it outside. So I need to find...
I must have made a mistake. Time to think.
Because what you want to do is hook this up and either smash through or force that open.
Closed. I need something. Elementary.
Alright. Yeah, that looks safe.
I came down a level. I must find a way to get back up.
Ooh.
This collection of costumes is magnificent. All are in excellent condition.
Oh well, borrow one. Especially that.
Nothing special here.
That... It would have been a nice dress if it wasn't for that, like, yellow.
This bagpipe is capable of releasing air under great pressure. That can surely be of use to me.
Are you sure? You wanna play the bagpipes now?
It's part of an Indian totem.
There's a horse.
It's part of an Indian totem. It's part of an Indian totem.
Okay,
Nothing special here.
oh, maybe I should... Oh, there we go.
There is something here.
I'm gonna have to build
It's
it.
part of an Indian totem. It's part of an Indian totem. It's part of an Indian totem. I must put these pieces on the ground in order to better piece this totem together.
No, it's more so I saw the footprints.
No, I can't do that. No, I can't do that.
Well, that's one.
No, I can't do that.
Two.
No, I can't do that.
Am I missing a part?
No, I can't do that. Nothing special here.
Huh? What?
This may prove to be useful.
Oh, I need...
I must put these pieces on the ground in order to better piece this totem together. No, I can't do that.
Wait, what? What did I get? I got darts.
I must put these pieces on the ground in order to better piece this totem together.
So what do I do with the darts? I made a bagpipe with darts.
I must put these pieces on the...
Okay. But...
No, I can't do that.
Am I missing something now then? Is that a wedding dress? It's lovely. What What am I missing? Oh,
It's part of an Indian totem. Elementary.
You gonna climb this? Okay. It's only ancient and probably rotten. So, what's up with this bagpipe? Aw.
Elementary. Open.
I'm just clicking things at this point.
This may prove to be useful.
What's that? Wooden crates.
I need something. I need something. I came down a level. I must find a way to get back up.
I thought we'd climbed a level.
This may prove to be useful. This grill is closed, and there's no hope to force it open as it's in such good condition.
Oh, I'm on the other side now. Okay.
This may prove to be useful. Nothing special here.
Okay, so I have like a bunch of... And then... I have no idea what that was supposed to do.
With this system, I can see how the rope is attached.
Oh. Hello, me. Okay, I see it. Is that the only one? Yeah.
I need something.
Oh, okay. Now I gotta shoot. Boom.
Open.
Hell of a shot. Oh, there's more. Possibly. Oh, no, we're good. Don't fall down, please. Hello.
A new message. What now?
Good question. Whew. Let's see. Mr. Holmes, I must hastily scribble these few words as I hear you behind me and the seconds are precious. Our game is nearing the end, and while I thought that I would have to throw in the towel, I was dissuaded and am eluding you again. There is one more feat to accomplish, which to me is but child's play. This event will have a cataclysmic effect, and only you can prevent it. I must give you a hint according to the rules of our games. I entered through the stone walls by first entering through the wooden walls. Tonight I will enter a building which is like both of these places at the same time. And time will stop. A.L.
Her Majesty is nevertheless safe. It wasn't without difficulty, but I managed to get her to accept a triple retinue. It's strange, but something has changed in her since this incident. After her understandable anger, she seemed incredibly serene, even playful. I've never seen her like that. When I left her, she was dreamy. Regardless, nothing happened to her, and that's all that matters to us. I have placed an additional 12 of our best agents amongst the staff at her country residence. My goodness! Intruding into Buckingham Palace like that! That Frenchman isn't lacking in daring, and all for nothing, it would appear.
How is that? Lupin went through all that trouble without succeeding? Perhaps this will put an end to all this folly.
If we are to believe the calling card that Lupin left for me in the basement at Buckingham, it would appear he accomplished his aim, although he didn't specify what that was. Furthermore, he seems determined to bring this whole enterprise to completion and commit his last theft tonight. If he succeeds, we will have lost a fifth battle, and with it, the war. National humiliation is in the offing, our Waterloo.
Holmes, how can you be so defeatist? You haven't clearly explained how Lupin managed to escape from the Queen's bedchamber and the palace, but he seems to have had a fair bit of luck yet again. It can't last forever. In addition, we are English and must claim what is rightfully ours.
Well put, Dr. Watson.
That's bold.
As courageous as he is, I assure you he took nothing from his quick pass through the Queen's bedchamber. Either way, there was nothing to take. The bedchamber, like Her Majesty's lavatory, are models of austerity. As for the crown jewels and other adornments, they can be found in a steel cage at the other end of London. Lupin is nothing but a braggart, a trite cat burglar who got incredibly lucky and will soon find himself shackled at the ankles and wrists in one of the dankest cells at Dartmoor. Tell me, Dr. Watson, what do these phrases mean, and where must we go in order to put an end to this masquerade?
Well, probably where you keep the crown jewels.
There it is, I'm certain.
Hurrah, Doctor! Quickly, there isn't a second to lose. The whole of the police force will join us there.
I have a feeling that was wrong. And we've now lost.
Here, we are in place. Inspector, have you checked the plan?
Affirmative, Prime Minister. Half of Scotland Yard is in the building. The other half is spread out over the vicinity with mobile patrols. No one can pass unseen.
Perfect, gentlemen. There's nothing else to do but wait.
This will be our revenge.
The merit belongs to you, dear Doctor. You will have the honor of bringing the news of our triumph to Her Majesty.
Thank you. But we cannot forget Holmes, who...
By the by, where is he?
He preferred to remain at Baker Street. I think he is somewhat vexed that I was able to resolve the affair without him.
We wouldn't be mollycoddling Holmes.
Too bad for him. He'll learn of Lupin's capture through the papers.
I take it that is an incorrect place, then.
Ahem. Well, Lupin is certainly making us wait. It's already been 4 hours that...
Enough, Lestrade, enough. I know how to count.
Listen. Shh.
What?
I hear a noise. Like a motor. A small motor.
Well, you have a good ear, because I don't hear anything with this cursed tick-tock.
Shh. Keep quiet. There is a strange noise, I tell you.
It's true. It's behind the door. Quick, Lestrade, it's him.
It's Lupin. What can he be up to?
Watch out! I'm going to open the door.
What the hell would he be stealing in a church anyway?
So, Inspector?
What are you doing? Wake up, you lot of bunglers! It was nothing, just the snores of the men on duty.
Bravo, Lestrade! You keep your men in line.
You ought to congratulate Dr. Watson. A bit more, and it would have been the longest police hideout of all time.
Calm, gentlemen. Calm. Lupin won't be long now.
You have lost. Oh, you didn't make the right choice. England's honour is flouted as never before. The press is echoing with the famous French burglar success. The entire world is mocking the British police's failure. Inspector Lestrade has been transferred to the position of traffic warden in the Shetland Islands. The British Prime Minister is on permanent holiday. As for Sherlock Holmes declaring himself to be at fault, he was decided that it was his last case, unless he takes revenge.
Her Majesty is nevertheless safe. It regards...
Okay.
How is that?
If he succeeds...
Holmes!
Well, the bed Lupin...
Okay. Well, I done goofed it. Let's see, let's look at the document again. I entered through the stone walls by first entering through the wooden walls. Tonight I will enter a building which is like both of these places at the same time, and time will stop. time will stop. Oh, of course, it's a clock.
There it is, I'm certain.
Hurrah, Doctor! Quickly, there isn't a second to lose. The whole of the police force will join us there.
I've got it! He entered by dint of a clock in a great palace of stone. He is going to a location that is a bit of both. A great clock made out of stone. Big Ben!
My word, Dr. Watson, you are correct. I will immediately summon all of London's police force in order to set a trap around Big Ben. You are both to join me in an hour. Tonight will be a big night, my fellow compatriots. A night for victory over the French, who are...
Ah, Holmes, I no longer feel tired all of a sudden. The prospect of Lupin's capture has ignited me. Indeed, I have the wherewithal too. I caught you unawares on the last riddle, didn't I, Holmes? Well, Holmes?
Quite true, Watson, quite true.
I will have Mrs. Hudson prepare us a little refreshment that will tide us through the night. It promises to be long and exciting. Meeting the Prime Minister at Big Ben. I am sure that...
You will have to give my apologies to the Prime Minister, as I won't be joining you this evening.
But Holmes, tonight we are going to catch the most notorious thief in all of Europe. We will win the final victory, the one which will win the war. We will reclaim England's honour and without fail get our hands back on the Fighting Temeraire, the Six Ravens and the Rosetta Stone. You would miss all?
These last few days have been trying, Watson. In any event, what purpose would I serve? You're the one who solved the riddle of the card, correct?
Enough, Holmes. When you aren't in the limelight, you behave like a selfish boor. A vexation, and you act like a spoilt child. In that case, I will go alone to catch Lupin, and I swear I will not record this instalment of your adventures. You are pitiful.
Well then. Have I lost again, maybe?
Here, we are in place. Inspector, have you checked the plan?
Affirmative, Prime Minister. Half of Scotland Yard is in the building. The other half is spread out over the vicinity with mobile patrols. No one can pass unseen.
Perfect, gentlemen. There's nothing else to do but wait.
This will be our revenge.
The merit belongs to you, dear Doctor. You will have the honour of bringing the news of our triumph to...
Thank you, but we...
By the by...
He preferred to remain...
We wouldn't be
Too bad for him.
Did I fail again then?
Well.
Enough.
Listen.
What?
I hear...
Well, you...
Shh. It's true.
It's...
What? What? You ought to...
Come.
I think I failed.
Her
Yes.
Majesty...
How is...
If he succeeds...
Home.
Where the bed... Loop...
So it was not Big Ben. Then where could it possibly be? Well, is the crown jewel still in Tower London?
Perhaps here, at the Tower of London.
My dear Watson.
I should point out, Doctor, that Lupin has already been there.
That's true. But the message in the card... I've got it! He entered by dint of a clock in a great palace of stone. He is going to a location that is a bit of both. A great clock made out of stone. Big Ben!
My word, Dr. Watson, you are correct. I will immediately...
Okay.
Ah, Holmes, I know.
Quite true.
I will have Miss...
You will have to give my...
But Holmes...
These last...
Enough, Holmes.
Ah, okay.
My dear Watson was, unwittingly, very close to the truth. I believe it is, indeed, the Tower of London where Lupin will go tonight. Let's go see.
Well, I feel like he's going for the crown jewels.
Here, we are in place. Inspector, have you checked the plan?
Okay.
Perfect.
This will...
The mer...
Thank you.
By the...
He...
We would...
Too bad.
If I am mistaken, I'll be the only one to know. However, if I am correct, Lupin has very little lead on me, and will remain unaware of my presence here.
Well, I think we might be correct this time.
He's alive and doesn't seem hurt. This man was certainly put to sleep by a strong sedative. There is no longer any doubt. Lupin is here, and there's no question what he has come to steal. What is his plan? I must find Chief Warder Smith and inform him as soon as possible. There, some cartridges are intact. The name Schick is inscribed on his uniform, and to judge by his glossy moustache, he takes good care of himself. This sidearm was submerged in water and is unusable.
Oh, well then. It's wet. Guess I'll head up. That was a mistake, I can't get far up. So through here, right?
Lupin must have installed this rope in order to take the maximum number of objects out of the Tower of London without having to transport them. Think, if I want to catch Lupin and be assured that he hasn't been able to remove the jewels before that time, I must prevent him from using this rope without him noticing.
Well...
This rope is very high. Without the keychain, I cannot get up to the ramparts, and scaling the wall in this rain will prove too hazardous. I will have to wing something towards the rope. Something that can cut it or burn it, perhaps.
What do I have? I have cartridges and I have matches.
This rope is very high.
Yeah. Well, how about we try finding the Chief Warden first? Can I get into the... let me see, map. Can I get into anywhere? I can't. No. You would think there would be a bit more security on duty. Even at night. Oh, where's the doors? Oh.
This warder is asleep. The name embroidered on his uniform indicates that he is Kirkpatrick. There is something here. There seems to be a little bit of green paint on the right hand. There seems to be a little bit of green paint on the right hand. This warder is asleep.
Oh, green paint.
Closed. Closed. Certainly a gift for a child.
Roller skates.
Certainly a gift for a child.
Roller skates.
Okay, I can't take them away.
2 hot air balloons in solidarity. The inertia of such a ship necessitates particularly precise and stable flight conditions.
So I'm gonna make, what? Balloons. Dearest cousin Sarah, I promised to write you during my first week posted to the Tower of London, so I'm writing to you as promised. The week that just passed seemed as quick as lightning. I had to learn by heart a whole horde of coded phrases, as well as the names of the important folk around the tower. I've also seen some incredible rooms in some of the buildings, tell you what they were all for, I couldn't, so much of them I've seen. The food is swell and the cook deserves a blue ribbon. I'm on night guard duty with some of the others and we have a grand time on our rounds. My hours are the same as Law, the only Scotsman in the barracks. We can hardly understand a word he says, it makes us laugh so. In the cloakroom, I've met a couple of lads, March and Ludlow, who are inseparable, and if you see one, the other will not be far away. Ludlow is gentle as a lamb. He's always been being bamboozled by the other lads, ending up on the worst shifts or doing the worst duties in the worst places. March tries to defend him as much as he can, but Ludlow always says it's not a problem and he puts up with it. I share my room with a warden by the name of Jones, an old fellow for being short. He is. I wonder how he passed all the tests to be here. But his hours are completely different from mine, and we rarely see each other. I've also come across the Viking in the cloakroom, a rather robust fellow with a Nordic name, whose locker is across from mine. I haven't spoken with him much, as Sergeant Ogea doesn't like gossips. On my next leave, perhaps we could take an air flight? I'm sending along a handbill that praises the beauty of London as seen from the sky. I await your news. Your cousin, Robert Moore. Oh god, okay.
This may prove to be useful.
Let me guess, that's the cloakroom.
This uniform seems to be made for a child. This man must be of a small stature. Certainly a gift for a child.
Roller skates.
Okay.
This bed is dusty and must not have been occupied for quite some time.
Metric system. Oh god. Not respecting the precise dosage of powder while loading the cannon can lead to catastrophic consequences. Narrowing of the shaft, explosions, etc. Okay. I'm sure that'll come in handy. I take it this key is for here. Yeah. Sergeant, I am leaving this to ask if you wouldn't want to change lockers with me. You are aware that Summerby and I are not getting along anymore, as we tend to cross paths during the changing of the guards, and as he only had 2 lockers over from me, he never stops provoking me, and I am worried that it may end badly one day. You would also be next to Belle, whom you said last week you want to keep a closer eye on. Thank you in advance. Warden Shake.
It must be the guard's cloakroom. This door is solid, the lock is rather ancient, and each locker has a different lock. If I want to open one in particular, the chance of finding a key within a reasonable amount of time is almost null. I will have to use force. Blow up the lock, perhaps?
Okay, so...
It's typical Scottish material. There is a kilt inside this locker. There is a stool here, possibly for helping the owner of this locker to reach the high parts.
Guard rotations for the month. Oh good god, okay. That's the Scotsman. Who... That was Law. Hang on, how do
This door is solid.
Yeah.
The lock...
How do I get back to the puzzle? Oh, okay. So Law was the Scotsman. Then, uh, uh, Watch and Ludlow are close by. Jones is the tiny one. Uh, that one was belonging to... No. Oh my god, I keep hitting the wrong button. That one belonged to Shake. And whoever he didn't get along with was on number 3. Summerby. What's that green? Oh, meanwhile.
Ahem.
Girl.
Well, Lupin is certainly making us wait. It's already been 4 hours that...
Enough, Lestrade, enough. I know how to count.
Listen. Shh.
What?
I hear a noise. Like a motor. A small motor.
Well, you have a good ear, because I don't hear anything with this cursed tick-tock.
Shh. Keep quiet. There is a strange noise, I tell you.
It's true. It's behind the door. Quick, Lestrade, it's him.
It's Lupin. What can he be up to?
Watch out! I'm going to open the door. I'll see...
So, Inspector?
What are you doing? Wake up, you lot of bunglers! It was nothing, just the snores of the men on duty.
Excellent.
Bravo, Lestrade. You keep your men in line.
You ought to congratulate Dr. Watson. A bit more, and it would have been the longest police hideout of all time.
Calm, gentlemen. Calm. Lupin won't be long now.
Right, well,
Green paint.
Oh, who was it that I found with green paint on his fingers? It was, Kirkpatrick, right? Mortensen. That is definitely a Nordic name. So... I also come across the Viking in the cloakroom, a rather robust fellow with a Nordic name whose locker is across from mine. So Robert Moore, where... but I have no idea where Moore... So it's either here, 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 or here. Let's see. Does it say where they are? We rarely see each other. We're in 6 letter. You would also be next to Bell, whom you said last week you want to keep a closer eye on. Was that O'Shea? I think so. Hmm. So, wait, no, because the sergeant, this is the sergeant's one, this is O'Shea's. Because it was put in O'Shea, so that's not Summerbee's. What?
This is, without a doubt, a freshly combed moustache hair.
Oh, that was Shtick, right? Or Schlick, or... So he's number 6. Yeah, Schick. Schick is number 6. Alright, so... Wait, no. I thought this one confirmed, which was correct, but it isn't. Okay. So if Schick is there, that means Summerbee is over here, number 8. But I don't think we can give any more with certainty. I'm gonna have to look around and see if I can find more hints. Like, for instance, this guard. Oh, he's still awake.
How are you, Warder?
Hickman.
Are you injured?
No, but I have a headache. I feel sleepy.
Wake up. Where's Chief Warder Smith?
He left with the doctor into the storeroom.
Do you have the key?
The storeroom is locked. Who possesses a key?
Smith and the cook, but he is out.
Who else? Speak, Warder.
Fatty Johnson, in his locker, a duplicate which he stole.
Right, so I'm looking for Johnson's locker.
Which is Johnson's locker? Where is it in the locker room?
Don't know. I never pass it.
Where is your locker and those of the wardens that you know?
My locker. It's the 4th on the left, next to Bell and the new. Opposite the fellow who is on duty with me. Willoughby is closest to the entrance. At the back is Dirty Flint. His locker stinks, and nobody wanted to be next to him.
Nighty night.
I believe that's it. The sleeping pill has produced its effect. He's in a deep sleep, and I won't be able to get anything else from him.
Well, that might actually be helpful anyway. Oh shit, it's in here. Right, this smell.
This door is solid. The
let's see. Dialogues. What was his name? Hickman. Okay, so Hickman's is the fourth on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, what's left? Yeah, so it is number 4. Hickman. And then next to Bell on one of the sides. Unsure which one. Next to Bell and a new one, opposite the fellow who's on duty with me. Okay, so who's on duty with him? Who's on duty with Hickman? Styles. So Styles is over here, number 13. Willoughby is closer to the entrance. So he is over here somewhere. So I think Bell must be there. And then Moore is here. Kirkpatrick has been misspelled. That's unfortunate. And then Flint was all the way in the back. And then, let's see. You would also be next to Bell, so Bell is over here then. Let's see in the documents. Let's see here. Nordic name whose locker is across from mine. So Moore can't be there. He has to be there because the Viking has to be over there. But I already know where Jones's is. It's here. So it has to be like that. And Moore is there. Which means Mortensen is there. Hickman is number 4. Bell has to be 5 then. And then Shake, and then 1, 2 Summer B. So March and Ludlow are down here, so Johnson has to be up here. So, like so.
Elementary.
Ah, cool. So I want Jones's. Right? Or who? Oh, no, I want Johnson.
This door is solid. The lock is rather ancient, and each...
Alright, then I'll have to figure out how to blow up Johnson's door. Is that hat?
Closed.
Okay, so... Can I use cartridge?
This door is solid. The lock is...
Can I now pick up the rollerblades?
Certainly a gift for a child.
Roller skates.
No. Am I gonna use a cannon to blow up the door? Is the cook's place still open? Maybe he's got something?
Open.
Ah, yes, it is.
This may prove to be useful. This may prove to be useful. I'm taking whatever might be useful. The time is pressing and Lupin isn't far. This may prove to be useful.
Okay, I have no idea how. A wax dolly, small cake mold, nutcracker, and string. Mr. Okay, I made a bomb. Somehow. I don't know how. But this ought to blow up the locker. Both doors are dark now. Good.
I will have enough gunpowder to blast open one locker. I must be sure of which one.
Yeah, it's this one. Run. Or not. That ought to wake the dead.
This must be the key to the storeroom.
Hey, what's this?
This haggis is fresh and supple. Perhaps it is meant for the cook in order to prepare a special dish. Not appetizing, but I'm taking it regardless.
Why? Why steal someone's haggis? I thought haggis didn't really taste good anyway, but alright. Hello? Have you been locked in? Yep.
Smith looks to be unconscious. Is there a chance of waking him up?
I'm gonna need some water. Is there no water in here? Well, there's puddles all over the place, I guess. No?
Water.
Oh, there you go.
Smith looks to be unconscious. That's That's it. Hickman fell asleep quite gradually, probably under the effect of a strong narcotic. The prints on the ground in front of the storeroom made me think that Smith was knocked out and not drugged. Thus, only a bit of cold water was necessary to awaken him.
Morning, Smith.
Smith, wake up. Do you hear me, Smith? It's Holmes.
He's noggin.
My head. What's going on? What am I doing here? Mr. Holmes? Where is the doctor?
Listen, Smith, pull yourself together and come here. Can you open this grill?
My keychain has disappeared. No, I can't open it.
That's
After you
unfortunate.
came through the other day, the cook insisted on changing the lock. It now needs a key.
Fine. In that case, I'll need your help. We'll need to find a way to get you out of there. Foremost, you must precisely recount the events of the night. And who is the doctor you speak of?
Well, early in the afternoon, the few men who were still present in the rampart were taken sick, with awful stomach aches. Must have been something in yesterday's meal. I don't digest tomatoes well, so I didn't eat, and I felt fine. Our usual doctor was absent, so I had to call a doctor in the area, Dr. Cernin. He hasn't been around for long, but I've heard good things about him. In examining the first man, he appeared alarmed and insisted on treating them with injections. We checked on all of the guards and he treated them all. The last to be treated was Hickman. The doctor was vexed, as he didn't have enough medication to administer a full dose, but he assured me it would be enough. Afterwards, he asked if we had seen all of the men in the garrison, which was affirmative. He asked me to accompany him to the postern, and I had hardly turned when I felt a sharp pain at the base of my head. I don't remember anything else.
Serene, more like Arsene. Let me have a look at the calling card. Oh, I don't have a calling card. Who was the doctor? This one should be obvious. Yeah, sorry, I pressed the wrong button.
I must have made a mistake.
Come on.
Time to think. I am beginning to see. What medication did he administer?
I really don't know. An empty vial fell into a puddle, and I picked it up.
The label is damaged and the water would have washed out any remaining substance. Impossible to tell what it held.
But what are you doing here? Can you explain what's going on?
I assume that the guards who were watching the crown jewels were also attended to.
Yes, and the only key leading to that room is on my chain.
I must help you out of here. Is there another key to this grill?
The cook has one, but he's out. However, I think I had a spare key to the guardroom maid, and it wasn't on my chain. You might just find something there that will get me out of here, or capture the person responsible for all of this.
Oh. The key to the weapon room, okay. Mr. No Escape.
The lock of the grill has been changed, and I can no longer open it.
I know, I would like to leave. The storeroom's fucking haunted. I'm gonna save. Right, so I seem to remember the Tower Green, was it, that had like the weapons room? No. But the weapons room is near here somewhere. Because it's... Oh, it's over here. So... when I enter, just head up, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Do I have to arm myself?
This served to store the exact quantity of powder necessary to load the cannon.
The interior diameter of this cannon is approximately 2.5 inches.
Oh ho ho!
It's the door of the Queen's jewel house, and it is quite solid. Was that the sound of a saw from behind the door? Lupin could be finished in his work any moment. I must make haste.
Okay, so I need... How? Oh, hello.
Look, this warder must have lost this key in falling. What could it be for? If I am to believe the tag on his uniform, this warder is called Summerby. Apparently he was also taken care of by the doctor, Dr. Lupin.
Oh ho! Key to somewhere. Let me guess, the jewel house.
It's the door of the Queen.
How much did it need for... 2.5 was 478. Okay. So I'm gonna need, what, some gunpowder?
This helmet stand is quite singular, sturdy and very light.
I found it. I will make 2 hot air balloons.
I must burn the rope that Lupin strung between the jewel house and the exterior. Otherwise he will escape that way. Quickly, time is pressing.
Yeah, so this is... There we go. Now what?
Perhaps I would be able to find something useful in this case, but it is locked.
Well, I have a key.
This may prove to be useful. This may prove to be useful.
What the hell did I pick up? A screwdriver and a file. Right, well, I have one balloon. Where was the rope again? Over here.
I must burn the rope that Lupin strung between the jewel house and the exterior. Otherwise he will escape that way. Quickly, time is pressing. I must burn the rope that Lupin...
Yeah, I get you.
This rope is very high.
But how do I burn it? I have no idea.
I must burn the rope that Lupin strung between the...
Yeah, shut up.
I must burn the rope that Lupin...
Oh my god, I got you the first time. I'm not deaf.
This liquid has a strong smell. Certainly a petrol derivative to lubricate or clean metal. There isn't much left, just enough to moisten a rag.
This dish is empty, but might work.
Okay, now I have another bowl with string. So I need something else to attach it to. Because he wanted 2 balloons for some reason.
Small dry pieces of wood.
So I need something to form the rest of the other balloon. Well, I got the file. Can Smith file his way out of the storeroom? I'll go ask, I guess.
Take this file, it's all that I could find. Is there any way to enter the jewel house without a key?
No, not without a cannon at least.
In that case, I'll have to find one.
You are kidding, I'm sure.
I would not trifle with such a serious matter as this.
The munitions are found in the armory, at the top of the staircase heading to the White Tower, the central tower. Apart from the one on my keychain, the other key is found in one of the service buildings, and it will be far too complicated to tell you how to locate it.
Pray, release yourself as quickly as possible. Go find the key and open the door of the armory for me. I will join you there. Is that your scarf over there? Can you please pass it to me?
My daughter just finished knitting it.
She should start knitting another, because before entering the jewel house, I must block Lupin's retreat.
Hold on. I'm sorry about your daughter's scarf. Well. Let's see if we can find... Let's see if we can find what I need to make the second balloon. Sorry, my cats were being a butt. Butts. He's still out. can hear it so loudly, Jesus. He's still out. Was there anything else in the dormitory? I still can't take that. What the hell?
This lamp has a funny shape. I am taking it.
That looks like a hot air balloon. I tied him with a scarf.
I must release my hot air balloons in precise order.
Okay, well, I got some balloons. Over here.
I must burn the rope that loop in. I will ignite my balloons as soon as I release them. Watch out, they're off.
Whee! Right to that guy's dinner, I guess. And that other
The rope
guy's
must have
lamp.
been somewhat damaged to no longer be able to support a heavy load. Let's see if Smith has been able to get out and find the key to the arsenal.
Do I jump back to the storeroom then?
The lock of the grill has been changed, and
Well, he seems to have escaped. Arsenal. It's on the big white central building. How could it have been too complicated to tell me where the freaking key was? Oh, he's standing up here, so...
I've been working as quickly as I could, but my old arms have been shaking like leaves with the effort.
While I am taking care of the robber, you will need to get to the base of Big Ben in order to find one of the officers thereabouts, because I don't think you'll find another in the whole of London.
But what are they doing there?
Being silly. Alright, so... Meanwhile...
Enough already! Enough!
Prime Minister?
Where is he then, this Lupin? Does he think I have nothing better to do?
I've just done my round. You wouldn't believe, but there's a mob of journalists down there.
Well, that takes the biscuit.
It's not surprising. Half the force has been kicking their heels in front of Big Ben for the past 8 hours. It couldn't go unnoticed forever.
Journalists? A mob? Yes, but of course.
What now, Doctor?
Inspector, check the identities of the journalists. Lupin has previously disguised as a journalist, and I am sure it was he who alerted them in order to create a diversion and slip in.
Well played, Doctor. I'm on it. At last, some action.
Lupin has previously disguised himself as a journalist, did you say? When was this, then, Doctor?
Ah, well,
Oops.
curious, one of these glasses, which resembles those in a chemist's laboratory, reads 2.8 ounces. The other gradings have been erased. This may prove to be useful.
Oh, time to start measuring. So it was 2.5.
A small barrel of powder.
Nice. Let's see. It was 2.5, so that's 478 centimeters square, No, not square. Cubic centimeters. Which is what, roughly 4.8? Well, I need a 2.5 centimeter ball.
These cannonballs have a diameter of 4 inches.
3.5, 3, 2.5?
These cannonballs have a diameter of 2 3/4 inches.
Yeah, so...
These cannonballs have a diameter of 2.5 inches. These cannonballs have a diameter of 2.5 inches. These cannonballs are very heavy. I can only take one at a time.
I feel like I need the roller skates as well. To move the cannon, I need wheels. Roller skates have wheels. I have a screwdriver. Maybe I need that to remove the wheels.
This may prove to be useful.
Oh, there you go. Right, so... Put wheels on.
This cannon is heavy, but I will be able to push it. I will need to find a way to move it to the front of the door of the Queen's Jewel House. This cannon is heavy, but
Okay. I thought that was it. Wheels and screw. I thought that's what I needed. What am I missing then? Because I think I have...
this cannon is heavy.
Do I need to put these down somewhere? So close, but so far foiled by Lupin because I... Hang on, maybe I need to...
The interior diameter of this cannon is...
Oh, I'm clearly missing something. Did I not clear out... Maybe I didn't clear out the arsenal. Guest book? I don't think I need that. I thought I had. Yeah, those are the cannonballs.
This thick cover could support a very heavy load.
Oh. So, I made I made a roller skateboard, not rollerboard. There you go. Am I done? Can I put this underneath the? There you go.
Now I can push it to the door of the jewel house.
And do so. New.
The stairs are preventing me from getting past. How can I mount them with my artillery?
The powder keg?
The stairs are preventing me from... I need something.
We need some planks.
I need something.
Well, do I still have my screwdriver? Can I just
There,
unhinge
the
the
door's
door?
dismantled. Now I must find the appropriate location where I should place it. There, the door is dismantled.
Yeah. Put it there.
Elementary.
Move it up. New. God, I hope I don't
There,
kill Luke.
now I am in firing position, and there's nothing more to do but load this cannon.
Oh.
I must decant the proper amount of powder into this receptacle and pour it into the cannon.
Okay, but what is 478 centimeters squared in ounces?
I must decant the proper amount of...
How do I fill them? Ah, okay. So I need to fill this. Can I just... right, I need to get to 478, right? What if I fuck up? What do I do then? Oh, no, we're fine.
Elementary. There, now I am in firing. I need something.
You need your cannon back. What the fuck?
Elementary. Elementary. There, now I am in... I need something. There, now I am in firing position. I need something.
The cannon disappeared. Ghost cannon. super dramatic music as well. I kind of love it. Oh.
If I were you, Lupin, I wouldn't take that path. As you can surmise by the plumes of smoke emanating from the rope originating from this window, it, let's say, suffered by my hand, and there's no chance that it'll support your weight nor the items that I imagine you to be carrying.
You impress me, Mr. Holmes. You see, I concocted this plan with such thoroughness and, I'm sure you'll agree, a fair amount of genius, such that I was saddened that none would see it as I brought it to fruition. And yet, there you were from the first. A bit too close for comfort, wasn't it? And if you are here, it's because you must have searched, and most certainly found all of the parts of the puzzle, down to the smallest detail. And I can't but congratulate you on your performance. I am a gentleman, Mr. Holmes, and even if I didn't always show good sportsmanship during this adventure, my sense of honor obliges me to acknowledge your victory tonight. As someone who never knew defeat before meeting you, I would like to express my admiration and how honored I am that you not only played this game with me, but won also.
You should, Monsieur Lupin, understand that I share your admiration and know that if you're giving me the honor of the victory tonight, it was yours the last 4 times.
Your intelligence has no equal apart from your sense of chivalry, Mr. Holmes. You know as well as I do, those were but a few minor obstructions, and whoever wins the final battle takes the war.
Despite everything, our camp suffered some losses, the gravity of which could have been fatal if they had been made public. No one, myself included, would have come out of a Pyrrhic victory unscathed.
I betrayed myself by doing anything that could have harmed your reputation. I am duty-bound to you, Mr. Holmes, and I will accept your conditions, even if they dishonor me. As long as they don't dishonor my country.
You managed, thanks to your remarkable intelligence, to deny me any margin of maneuverability, to decide in advance should we find ourselves in the situation in which we are. It was a chess match, and there is nothing remaining on the table but the 2 kings. This is a classic stalemate, wouldn't you agree?
You will find at this address a master's painting, a great rock, and a few birds. As for what Her Majesty wished for me, I had no choice but to give it to her at that very instant. Once again, I am at a loss for words to express the pleasure that I took from this adventure with you. Even if it costs me, I promise, on my honor, that I will never publicize the account of what took place.
We shall not meet again, my friend, but know that during the past few days, your presence in our soil did as much honor to your country as ours. Safe journey, Monsieur Lupin.
What? You'll let him leave like that?
What choice did I have, Watson? Look at the whole picture. Lupin's real intent was to steal the crown jewels. The goal of all the other thefts was to provide a sort of insurance in the case of failure, and, above all, to ensure the services of a plethora of accomplices. Us.
Us? Accomplices? I admit that I was fooled once, but I didn't steal anything.
From the moment we read Lupin's first letter, we became his accomplices. In fact, by having us play his game, Lupin was conditioning us. After the first theft, he left clues leading us to the second, from the second to the third. So well that as the second to last theft, we were convinced that Lupin's final target would be Big Ben. Lupin knew that the authorities, headed by the Prime Minister himself, would align themselves with the only person who could sort out Lupin's schemes as they happened. Myself. Therefore, in controlling me, he was controlling all of London's police force, and he nearly succeeded.
Then why not simply steal the jewels to begin with? Why this whole masquerade?
I've just explained it, Watson. In order to steal the crown jewels, Lupin had to accomplish certain preliminaries. In the first place, he had to be assured that the garrison would be only minimally guarded on the night of the theft. Therefore, he started using a disguise, of course, by getting rid of the garrison's usual doctor, by giving him a free trip to the continent. He also befriended the cook under another identity, while the cook was out on the town. Thus, he was able to suggest a specific recipe for a specific date, the eve of the jewel theft. Then he went to nab the ravens. The effects of this theft permitted him to first create an inauspicious event that forced a reduction in the size of the garrison so that the news wouldn't spread. Second, to have access to the storeroom in order to poison the tomatoes that were going to be used in the recipe that he gave to the cook. Third, to pose as Paul Cernin, that doctor who would be called in the case of emergency. Fourth, Given that a theft had already taken place at the Tower of London, we would have had to have bats in the belfry to think that there would be another. Lupin also needed to get the police out of the area, which happened as I already explained.
I understand, but what of the other thefts?
A part of the process of conditioning, they caused us to put little weight on the theft in the Tower of London. If that had been the only prelude, we would have taken more time to ponder the clues and find Lupin's true intentions. Yet this time he didn't leave it up to us. And so, like I told you, these thefts were his insurance. Lupin had beaten us 4 times on the battlefield of English honour, such as he had suggested to us in his letter. Our pride in not bringing our defeats public was our sin, and it made us prisoners of his game. If he had proven beaten, he could have profited from the restitution of the objects, the price of his silence regarding our failures, and the true value of our police. A discreet release was a small price to pay with regards to an affront of international scope. Do not forget that the Queen herself is implicated.
Indeed. It is, moreover, a matter of conscience for me. When I write this adventure, I do not think I...
But there's no question, Watson. You cannot write about it. You promised before God that you wouldn't.
But, Holmes...
Your word is your bond. In any case, you wouldn't want to relate the ignoble theft that you committed, that of my Order of the Legion of Honor.
Holmes, you know that.
It's in the past, Watson, it's in the past. Incidentally, a young woman came by to return it a few moments ago. She wanted to deliver it to you directly. She seemed to know you well. A young woman who can be found at the Golden Lion, am I right? She doesn't seem like your usual client, unless, of course, you were the client in this case. What do you say, Watson?
Oh dear. Alright. So that was Sherlock Holmes versus Arsene Lupin, or Sherlock Holmes the Nemesis. The remastered version. I want to say thank you so much for watching this Sherlock Holmes adventure with me. And I'll be carrying on with the next one, which is... Let me check my list here. Which will be the case of the Silver Earring, which allegedly takes place in 2 years from now, but I must have gotten those in the reverse order. So we'll do that next time. It is the first game Frogwares published of Sherlock Holmes, so it is very old. I think it's from 2001. So it is a lot more point and click, third person only. But it should be a good time. So yes, thank you ever so much for joining, and I'll see you next time. Take care.